Hey guys, today I'm in Williamsburg in Brooklyn and I'm doing a little history video, although it's not like a super old history video, of a filming location. And this filming location is for the K-pop star Seoul and her music video of Lifted. So right now I'm at the corner of Keep and South 4th Street, and this is where the music video begins. In fact, even though I'm showing you the sign, what I'm actually doing is filming right behind where the first scene from the music video took place. And the first scene to the music video was on that balcony right up there. I'm not sure where my finger's pointing, where she's doing the dance wearing her bikini and the house coat, and they're filming from inside the apartment. And she's actually stood right there doing her little dance. Now, I was able to find this on the making of the music video for Lifted. I wasn't able to find it actually on the music video itself. But thank goodness they had the making of. Now, there's also a second scene where she's in the house coat and she's leaning over the railing. However, it's not on the same balcony. Where she's wearing her house coat, leaning over, looking out onto the street, that's actually on the second balcony on this side of the building. I'm trying to get out of the sun here so that I don't ruin it for you. So she stood there on the second balcony, leaning over, looking out onto the street. And what's funny is, right here where she was doing the first scene, the film crew are actually on that balcony for the second scene when they're filming her over there. Alright, I've got a lot to cover today because there's like 6 locations to this music video. So right now, I'm going to head to the second location, which is the overpass. And it's an overpass where not only CL shot her music video for Lifted, but there was also another K-pop band also filmed a music video in the exact same location. I think now's a good time to turn the camera off because it's getting very loud here. Alright, on to part 2. Now we're on segment number 2 of the map. And let me just slot the map in there for you so that you can get your bearings as to where we are. The second part of the music video took part right on this overpass right here. This is where CL is dancing with the 2 guys who appear to be contortionists. And it's pretty funny actually, I was able to find out how CL did some of her dance moves, and that was in the making of video. Let's see how far I can stretch out actually. As you can tell, I'm battling the subways going overhead, but this is roughly where the 2 guys were hanging on the fence and CL was doing her dance moves like right in this area here. And the area might look a little familiar to you. You may, if you're a fan of K-pop, have actually seen this area before. So this is where CL was dancing with the 2 guys. Well, this also happens... Got battle the train again. I'm not sure how my voice carries over the train. Alright, So like I said, you might have seen the area before. This is where CL was dancing with the two guys, like right here. Well, this also happens to be the same location where the Korean K-pop group BIGBANG filmed their music video for Bad Boy. Now, I believe both CL and BIGBANG are part of the same music company, or certainly they were. I believe it's JYP Entertainment, perhaps. So the fact that both of them filmed in the same location is probably not a little surprising because they had the same contacts, but it's a nice little bit of trivia for you. Both CL and BIGBANG filmed their music videos right here on Broadway, right underneath the Marcy Avenue subway line. Now, the third location for this music video is going to be a lot quieter than the second part was, that's for sure. This is a large segment of the music video, specifically during the chorus part, where CL is with all the guys in the basketball court. Now, to actually find which basketball court it was, somewhat a little difficult because you got 1, 2 here, you got another 2 there, there's a couple more down this way, but it was actually the making of Lifted where I was able to locate the actual court that they used. The main reason being is this church right here appears very briefly in the making of, and then also this little bollard here behind the railing, that's where everyone congregated, and that's shown quite clearly in the music video. So thanks to the making of, I was able to find the exact court that CL used for the main portion of the music video. And as luck would have it today, this particular court is empty. However, the sun's shining right at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down to the end. Yeah, I've got it blocked out there. So this portion here, this is where the main chorus part of the MV for Lifted took place. This is where CL danced with all of the local people, her friends and friends of friends, as she said. And you see a lot of them leaned up against the fence right here. So this is the court. Now, I'm on Rodney between South 4th and South 5th. So if you need to look that location up. And also on the making of, if you watch the making of video, you'll see CL sat with the choreographer and 3 kids going over some dance moves, and they were sat right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down right here, catch the area where they filmed the music video, and now I'm sat where CL was sat, so me and her are now booty buddies. Alright, now we're going to go to part 4, which was the hardest part in the entire film for me to find, and I'll tell you about that when we get there. Alright guys, catch you in a minute. Now I'm on segment number 4 of the music video, and this part was by far the hardest location to find. I only found this through the old-fashioned way of searching for it. Make sure I'm not going to get knocked over. Right now, I'm at the corner of Division Avenue and Keep Street. And this building right here used to be yellow, which made it so hard for me to find. In the music video, this was the tire shop. And if you look at all of the surroundings, you'll see that it's all in yellow. And I couldn't find it on the making of video, so I had to do it the old-fashioned way and search and search and search on Google Maps, but I finally found it. So there used to be a row of tires right there, and all of the dancers are there, and CL walks around the corner. There's an old 1950s hot rod parked right here, because this used to be the tyre shop or mechanics, you know, basically a local neighbourhood store where people can get their cars fixed. Now, how did I find it? Well, like I said, it used to be yellow, and that made it so hard to find because there's no address anywhere on the video. But I was fortunate enough to catch this angle right here of the subway line, which is perfect because there's a train going overhead. So when CL comes around the corner, let me let the train pass, there's a hot rod right there, and there's a guy in a red shirt leaning into the hot rod, looking at the engine. And that turns out to be none other than Method Man. Now, I watched the scene over and over, so it was actually this gate right here. So the hot rod was like parked right here. And this is where CL and Method Man do their cute little dance and have a laugh at the end of it when she rubs up against him. But I've got to focus on this one just for a minute, because like I said, it's the 4th out of 6 spots, and this was by far the hardest to find. Now, before I leave this area, one extra little piece, as you've already heard me tell you on the other portions of the video, BIGBANG also filmed their song Bad Boy here, and their song actually starts right on that very corner right there, where G-Dragon is leaning against the store. That's actually right where you see those bins right there. And like I said, you want to check that video out, check the links in the description, and then you can go ahead and watch that one as well, because they're filmed, you know, in different parts of the same location, but both music videos are filmed in the same location. Okay, on to part 5. We're now at segment number 5 on the video, and let me just slip the map in there for you. We're on the corner of Marcy Avenue and South 9th Street, just in case you're following online. Now, this is the segment of the music video where CL is sat on the wall and the 2 guys on the trampolines are jumping up to her. However, as you can see, the wall no longer exists there. However, it was easy to find this location even though the building's no longer there. And that's because of the Myrtle Avenue. It's because of the M train station that's right here. Now that appears in the video when CL is sat on the wall here. Now thankfully, Google Maps, if you go to the satellite image, you can actually view back like 12 years to what an area used to look like. So if I dive onto Google Maps and bring up this image for you, you can now see this is where CL was sat on top of the wall before they tore it down and put this new building up there. Now, like I said, at first it was a bit hard to find initially, only because the building no longer existed. However, because I can see this portion in the background, then it was pretty easy to find. Certainly much easier than the Method Man section. And yes, just so you know, I'm not going to bore you to death with it, but BIGBANG's Bad Boy, a lot of that music video was filmed right on this intersection right here. But if you want to check that out, go and watch the other video, okay? Alright, now I've got about a mile to walk for the final part of CL's Lifted. So now we're at part 6, the last and final section of the music video by CL for Lifted. This is where the sun was beginning to set, and CL was stood on the little pier here with those 2 guys doing a sexy little dance with a view of the Williamsburg Bridge behind. Now what I'm going to do is I want to try and get a good photo so that I can make it the thumbnail. Let's see how I can get on here. And then I'm going to superimpose some images of CL. What do you reckon, guys? Looks pretty darn good, right? Let's do a zoom in version. That looks just as good as well, doesn't it? Trying my hardest not to get these folks in. I'm going to take another one on the other side of them. Let me zoom out again. I just love that view. I think that's going to make for a really good thumbnail. And I just will keep the camera out as well. So anyway, that was the final scene of CL's Lifted. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, by all means, go ahead and like it if you want. No, I'm not forcing you, you don't have to. And I'm just letting the video run just for a couple of minutes longer, just in case you guys want to check out any of the links in the description there.